Hi, everybody. You're joined by Woodbine analyst Jeff. Taking a look at the Woodbine play today, Saturday, June the 9th. Three stakes races on the card up north of the border at Woodbine on Saturday. But we're going to focus in on number 9. It's late trial, a mile and an eighth, 3-year-olds. This is prep Queen's Play. And there is one that he looks like could be a bit of a standout. Let's go back and take a look at the most recent effort from Telekinesis, a very, very gutsy second place finish in the Lexington behind my boy Jack.
Yeah, my back ran well, but so did Telekinesis. Just a third career start for him. And, they had other options this race. They could have gone the Preakness. There were other paths they could have followed, but there was only one race for Canadian breds with a purse of $1 million. And this was a bit of a heartbreaking defeat, to finish second like this and get caught right on the wire. And what I like is the horse is now had a chance to work here locally. I think that's a big plus to get a chance to work on the surface because, all three races to this point have been on the dirt. And I can tell you he worked really well fast, as a matter of fact, 4 furlongs and 45 and 2, and it was under a guzzle hold. So I think when we look at the pace projector, this is probably going to be the pace in the race. How much does Scrapper put a pressure on this horse early on in this event? I think that's the big question mark in this test. It's a race in which Telekinesis, I think, is going to try and wire the field.
And like you say, as far as the pace projector is concerned, they do have Telekinesis on the front with the one Scrapper sitting in second and the Three Roses Vision in third. You brought up a piece that I was going to ask you about. Any concern about Telekinesis handling a synthetic surface based on that workout? Probably not.
No, and that was important. He had to put into work like that, because I think some horses, they don't handle this surface, and he seemed to handle it very, very well. And, they always had high expectations with this horse, and now he's got to show that he's able to break through. It'll be nice, to kind of build up his resume a little bit and then face the big boys down the States later on this season. In terms of an upsetter, Silent Sting always kind of flies under the radar a little bit. He's going to have to step up his game. I like the way he won off the layoff in here. He won by a neck over another Cassie horse named Blue Blood, who's a pretty promising individual. But, Silent Sting, that comeback race was probably the best race we've ever seen from that horse. So if there is going to be an upsetter, it might be Silent Sting.
There are some other nice horses in here. It's a field of 7, like you say, between Silent Sting, Scrapper for Pletcher. We'll find out if he can handle a synthetic surface. Rose's Vision, I tried last time in the Marine, just to no avail, really nothing there, but they come right back. It's got to be viewed as a little bit of a positive. I guess now we get down to pick time. Are you bold enough to go against Telekinesis? Because I'm not.
I'm not either. And one horse that's probably going to want to run all day in this race is ahead by a century. The longer the better. They do make an equipment change. The blinkers are coming off, gets reunited with Hernandez, so I think that's a plus. But nope, Telekinesis at a low price for me. It's a race in which I'm curious to see if Telekinesis runs well and if Wonder Godot wins the Oaks. Husbands is named on both these horses. Who does Husbands ride in the big race? That's going to be a big question mark too.
You brought up Wonder Godot. It's Woodbine Oaks Day as well as this race, and then another stakes race earlier on the card, a giant day of racing at Woodbine on Saturday afternoon. The Woodbine play of the day for Saturday, though, is the plate trial. Jeff and I are both going to chalk out. Going to go with Telekinesis and find out if he can get the job done. Scheduled post time for race number 9 is 5:32 Eastern. Best of luck.